Water quality today. We already did our what, pH?
Yeah, pH of 10.
I'll put that on the screen. And you're doing nitrate and nitrates?
Yeah. That one.
Look at that. And what is that?
That is an American toad.
Ooh.
Wow. I used to go in the water for that. But you know, it was worth it. Look at that. See these right here? Oh shoot. He's vibrating. Those are their bufotoxin glands. So if they feel really threatened, white milky liquid will come out of there, which is poison.
Currently have a timer running for 5 minutes. Wow, it's kind of freaky. Yeah. It's kind of flickering. The timer set 5 minutes, waiting for these things to settle. We have our nitrite, the blue ones are over here, and our nitrates are the yellow ones right here. We're currently waiting for these to finish whatever chemical process is going on in there. So then we can measure the levels of nitrites and nitrates in the irrigation pond. And then we're going to compare it on the back of the sheet right here. It's got, well, you can't really read it, but it says nitrite. So we're going to measure this, and then we're going to measure the nitrate. Yesterday's results was 5 parts per million at this water body. We'll see if that's the same.
Look.
Nitrates were 0 parts per million. That's kind of
We got nitrates.
We're on the nitrates right
Nitrates.
now. Last time it was 5. What do you think today? 10, 5? I'm thinking 5. It's kind of light. Oh, lighter than 10.
Hmm.
5?
Sure. It's kind of, yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's between 0 and 5. Actually, I'd say between 5 and 10.
Yeah, well, it's not really too yellow. It's definitely orange.
Another try?
Orange. I get some light in here. Looking at...
That's about 5.
Yeah, that's 5 again. It was 5 yesterday.
We're gonna head out of here. We're gonna get to site number 2. And we're gonna do the same test again. So same test again, we're gonna move over to the next one, and then we'll see what the results is with that. Site number 2, Stone Dog. Right here we're testing only nitrite and nitrate.
Yeah,
We're not doing pH here.
We're testing how does agricultural proximity affect nitrite and nitrate levels in nearby water bodies. So we have the irrigation pond that's right in the middle of the field, so surely there's going to be some data there. It'll be more extreme than the others. And then over here was the Cotton River, pretty close by to the fields. It's not directly down from them like I wanted, but I have access over there. But we can go over here.
Cool.
And then the back pastures to get some upstream data.
You want?
Okay. I got him first try on the irrigation pond when I was there. I'm glad I'm not a baker.
Yes. Alright, so we got the nitrate level for site 2. So here's the first one. It's gonna look like it's gonna be 0 ppm.
Yeah.
That's sample 2.
And 0 again.
Also gonna be 0 again.
It's okay though. Nitrates are a lot less common than nitrates. Nitrates can come from nitrites. It's usually from soil bacteria naturally. However, agriculture through its fertilizers can release a ton of nitrites and nitrates.
And for nitrate?
And then when it leaches, it just goes into the
Nitrate has 4 minutes left?
Yeah, well, not really. It's at 3 minutes left. I started that one. It's waterproof.
All right, nitrates.
Nitrates, the first test tube, 5 parts per million, which is what we had yesterday, which is fine.
And sample 2.
Not expecting big changes right now. And sample 2, 5 parts per million again. Same as yesterday. That's okay. Because our school is super environmental based and like super cool and awesome, we have a riparian buffer along the edge of our agriculture, which is also kind of what I'm testing. Is the riparian buffer actually stopping a lot of leakage? Riparian buffer is vegetation against the edge of a water body that stops, well, I guess it doesn't stop, it reduces any leaching of certain minerals and nutrients that come from either just normal soil activities or agriculture with the use of fertilizer. So it should be able to stop and kind of collect and absorb some of the nitrites and nitrates that are going to be leaching out from the manure. All right, you guys might be saying, why are we doing the nitrites and nitrate testing? So we're doing the nitrate and nitrate testing because nitrite is extremely toxic to fish. It's sort of the unstable form of nitrogen, and it can kill a lot of fish. That's why the levels that were... Is he running away?
Yeah.
Okay. But, because he's scared of the nitrites. But the reason that these are in such low quantities, if you saw on the sheet earlier, where it goes from 0 parts per million, 0.25 parts per million, is because even small levels of these can be really deadly. Then the nitrates, which we don't have any in right now, we're testing those because they can cause eutrophication and harmful algal blooms, essentially, which is when that nutrient gets in the water. If there's a lot of it, algae really likes that nutrient. It grows, it collects, it grows a bunch, but it grows too much, and when they all start to die, it causes a hypoxia, where it removes to almost 0, and sometimes in some cases 0 dissolved oxygen levels, and that can be very deadly to the fish as well. And along with some other human health effects, like it's been linked to cancer of having nitrates and nitrates in our waters. But linked. I'm sure in small amounts you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
Do you expect a difference between the different locations, like different sites? Do you expect different levels of each nitrate and nitrate?
Nitrite, I don't expect a lot of. I kind of expect to be getting 0, maybe 0.25 on like really heavy days of rain and after manure is spread on the fields. Nitrate is more what I'm looking for. And I think this site right here, site number 3, or the back pasture site, this site I expect to kind of have the least amount of both, of nitrates and nitrites. This should have little to none. I mean, it should have 5, like as we've been testing before manure has been spread, 5 parts per million of nitrate. Then the stone dock should have maybe a little bit more. There's the riparian buffer, which I'm sure is going to help. We don't put a ton of manure down, but when there's heavy rainfall, it can go through riparian buffers. They're not perfect. So I expect slightly more elevated levels, but maybe not even shown. I might still be getting 5 parts per million.
On both, or just nitrate
both.
or nitrate?
And the irrigation pond, I should be getting the highest levels from there. I should be getting maybe 10 part per million after like a heavy rain. That's kind of what we're looking for. And that's on the lower end. It could go even higher than that. But that is right in the middle of the field. We're surrounded by manure because there's a field on both sides. It's not just over here. So it should have the highest levels and should be the most extreme out of the bunch.
What data have you observed as of now? Like what type, like have you had low at certain locations, higher at different locations?
Currently, right now, everything is the same. 0 nitrite levels and then 5 parts per million for the nitrates on the site 3, site 2, and site 1. The irrigation pond, the stone dock, and the back pasture.
So every site has had the same amount for each?
I said the same, but there's no manure yet, so I didn't expect there to be like a lot different.
What do you think this means if it's all the same right now? Is it just because?
I think that's all the same because there's no, like there should be at least some nitrate levels. Nitrates form naturally in the soil from soil bacteria, so I expected to have some nitrates. And the levels should be pretty low right now because even though there are those natural processes, they also get counterbalanced in nature by the riparian buffer we have along here, which isn't huge. There's certainly bigger riparian buffers, but this is all natural. The environment, for most of the time, naturally balances itself out pretty much all the time. Our nitrate results from site number 3 came back, and it's 0 parts per million. Not surprised.
So those are both sample 1, sample 2s.
That's okay. 0 parts per million. It's what I expected.
We're still waiting on the nitrates.
Yep, we have 3 minutes left. It's about 3 minutes, 16 seconds.
Cool. We didn't get to the snapping turtles in time, but I'll put on the video.
Yeah,
I'll put on the screen right now.
I went on a little adventure, and there was 2 snapping turtles fighting each other. Good sized ones, like this big. This video.
All right, so this is from test site number 3. We have our nitrate test solution here. We are currently at 5 parts per million. And then from our second sample, we also have 5 parts per million.
What is this?
Stop recording me. Stop.
So anyways, 5 parts per million. Great job, guys. It's the same as yesterday. Yay!
Nice. On our way back, so what are our 3 results out of today? Or 4, whatever you guys got. So Paxton, what'd you get at your?
I got 9 for my pH, which is very basic and not very healthy.
Cool. And what'd you get over there?
5 parts per million nitrates. It's the same for each. I said it like 8 times in this video. Nitrates, 0 parts per million, same as yesterday. 5 parts per million, nice and safe and natural. I got flashed.
No.